Everyone thought the Segway would change the world. They were catastrophically wrong. It was hailed as the future of personal transportation, a marvel of engineering poised to redefine urban mobility. Yet, the Segway, despite its initial hype and a staggering valuation, ultimately sputtered into obsolescence, becoming less a revolution and more a punchline. The story begins with Dean Kamen, a brilliant inventor whose previous work included portable dialysis machines and advanced prosthetics. Kamen was a bona fide visionary, driven by a desire to solve real-world problems with innovative solutions. In the late 1990s, he began working on Project Ginger, a secretive endeavor funded by venture capital giants, including Kleiner Perkins. The secrecy surrounding Ginger was legendary, feeding into an almost mythical anticipation of what was to come. Whispers of a device that would render cars obsolete, a machine that could balance itself, circulated through Silicon Valley. Steve Jobs himself, after a private demonstration, reportedly declared it as significant as the Internet. The public debut in December 2001 on Good Morning America was supposed to be a triumph. Kamen, alongside ABC's Charles Gibson, unveiled the Segway Human Transporter, a self-balancing electric scooter. The reveal was met with confusion. The sheer weight of expectation, cultivated by years of hyperbole, crushed the reality of a two-wheeled scooter. It was innovative, certainly, but hardly the paradigm shift promised by its backers. It was an expensive scooter. Priced at around $5,000, the Segway was inaccessible to the average consumer. Early adopters were mostly tech enthusiasts and a few niche corporate clients. It failed to capture the imagination of the masses. Furthermore, the Segway faced an immediate regulatory quagmire. Was it a pedestrian, a vehicle? Laws simply hadn't caught up to such a novel form of transport, leading to widespread bans and restrictions in cities globally. The target market remained elusive. It was too fast for pavements, too slow and vulnerable for roads. It occupied an awkward, unprofitable middle ground, struggling to define its purpose in an already crowded transportation landscape. Then came the image problem. Despite being a marvel of engineering, the Segway became associated with mall cops, guided tours, and ultimately a symbol of corporate dorkiness. It simply wasn't cool. The irony of its demise is palpable. A device designed to liberate ended up confined to tourist traps and niche corporate campuses. Its initial billion-dollar valuation evaporated into a mere fraction of that. In 2009, the company was acquired by a group led by British millionaire Jimmy Heselden, who tragically died in 2010 after riding a Segway off a cliff on his own estate. A grim, bizarre footnote to an already peculiar tale. Ownership changed hands again in 2015, purchased by Ninebot, a Chinese robotics company which itself had previously been sued by Segway for patent infringement. The circle of life, or perhaps the circle of tech acquisitions. Ultimately, the Segway's story is a cautionary tale of unchecked hype, misreading the market, and failing to define a clear value proposition. Innovation alone isn't enough. It needs purpose, affordability, and acceptance. The vision was grand, but the execution and market reception were anything but. It serves as a stark reminder that even the most revolutionary ideas can stumble if they don't align with practical needs and societal readiness. The Segway wasn't inherently bad technology. It was simply a solution looking for a problem, wrapped in a price tag that priced it out of relevance for most. A fascinating, if tragic, example of a billion-dollar blunder. Its legacy, then, isn't about the revolution it started, but the lessons it taught. Lessons about market fit, pricing strategy, and the perils of believing your own hype. The dream of personal flight remains, for now, just that, a dream. Perhaps the Segway's greatest contribution wasn't in transport, but in demonstrating the fragile line between visionary innovation and embarrassing failure. A line many tech startups walk today. So the next time you see a self-balancing scooter, remember the Segway. Remember the hype, the hope, and the ultimate, humbling reality of its journey from future to punchline. Discover another tech titan, that crumbled under its own weight right here.